there, friends, welcome back to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. Look what we have for you here today. We have another set of Mystery Marvel Legends that we're gonna open, and guess what? We're gonna review them, but there's gonna be an extra special surprise today than what we normally do. And so just want to let you know that if you haven't checked out our first 7 episodes that we did, I'm gonna try and put them right here, and ding, and maybe this little banner will come out. Click on there and it'll take you to one video that has all 7 of those episodes. And this is our 8th one. We're starting a whole new volume 2. So the surprise, I'll just give it away. There's gonna be 3 Marvel Legends we're gonna do today instead of just 2. But can you guess who they are just with this little glimpse? So we're gonna go ahead and get started, guys. So if you've not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And guys, let us know where in the world you're watching from, and share this video with everyone who you think would love it. So guys, why don't we go ahead and get started right now.
It's so nice to meet you, Gigi.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G. I will see you on the TV.
Congratulations on all your success.
Alright, friends, so we're not going to go ahead and waste any time. We're just going to jump right on in. I don't even know if that made sense, but it sounded great saying it. So this very first one, why don't you guess who it is? Before I pull it out, and it's gonna be Colossus. Check that out. So we'll move these aside, and I don't know if that was enough anticipation and, you know, getting you on the edge of your seat, but maybe not, but whatever. Let's go ahead and jump in and look at Colossus. And Colossus looks absolutely phenomenal. I love the fact that he's got 2 heads here. It's these 2, not that one. And so I'm really excited because I definitely dig the X-Men, especially the main core group of X-Men. And check out this package. You know, there he is lifting up, what is this, a piece of Sentinel arm? I don't know. And looks absolutely great. Look at that. This beautiful artwork. It is the same picture twice. It's not even a mirror image. And yeah, and look, this one comes with Marvel's Warlock. Now I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't a super big fan of this Build-A-Figure Warlock. You know, it was not that enticing to want to collect this whole set. And so as I look at this, I'm like, well, you know, obviously it's still a Build-A-Figure, it's still cool, but yeah, it didn't really entice me to want to buy his whole set. And this set had 7 figures you had to get, and technically only 6, but you know, the Wolverine old man Logan right here didn't come with a Build-A-Figure piece, so again didn't entice anyone to buy this set because he came by himself. But nonetheless, still had Dazzler, Polaris, and you know, I'm sorry, I just jumped ahead, but Shatterstar, who's X-Force, Dazzler, Polaris, Cyclops, Sunfire, and Wolverine. And so anyway, it's a pretty good set, but not one that just blows you away. And definitely this Build-A-Figure wasn't necessarily blowing me away either, but still cool to have. We still got the entire set, and yeah, we'll talk about which ones are my favorite a little more after we take a look at this amazing Colossus. So let's bust this Colossus out right here. And man, doesn't it look great? Look at that X-Men symbol right there. And so, you know, we watched X-Men Dark Phoenix. You know, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. You know, everybody was saying that it wasn't good at all, that it was terrible, it was ridiculous, and it actually wasn't that terrible. It was actually kind of cool. So maybe it's because I went in with low expectations after everyone said it was terrible. But anyway, let's take a look at Warlock's head. So this is very interesting. Look how they did this. This sculpt is definitely different. And look how it's like soft plastic that's coming out here. Very cool. I don't know if I'd want that face permanently like that. This would be a cool alternate head, but I don't know if I want it permanently looking like this, like worried and But yeah, still cool, I guess. And then of course this like buzzsaw hand looks cool. I definitely like the sculpt. That looks really awesome. We're just gonna go ahead and put it away back over here. We don't lose it. Okay, and then here we go with our Colossus. And let me say, this extra head right here looks absolutely amazing. I really like the way it looks with this beard, actually, and this really cool like edge up he's got going on here. Very modern face. And so let's get our Colossus out here. And, oops, I'm just trying to put that down so it doesn't slide everywhere, but almost dropped it. And so I would have really liked to have gotten a Colossus with the yellow suit, but nonetheless, he still looks absolutely great. I do like this head sculpt. Look at this. Let's see how far down his head goes. Man, extremely far down. Look at that. And then it goes back and forward. Look at that. And kind of rocks a little bit side to side. Of course, turns really well. And looks like it goes back pretty far. Look at that. I'm really digging this head sculpt and the color and everything. And he's got this, you know, it's flat top almost around it right here. It's a great head sculpt. I like it. And so got definitely nice solid movement right here on the arm. What's this little chip of paint right here? I was like, maybe we'll get that to kind of come off a little bit, but anyway, we'll mess with that later. And then of course he moves right here on the high part of the above the bicep. But if it's too close to the arm, obviously the tricep pushes it away because it's got enormous triceps. Obviously you pull the arm out and look, it starts lifting. So his shoulders come up to about there, and he's definitely got this strongman sculpt right here. He's got an extreme ab crunch, so that's really good. It's just a little bit looser than you would like, but luckily it clicks so that it holds because it's loose in between clicks. So we do have a single joint for the elbow, which, you know, we would definitely prefer a double joint because it doesn't even come into a 90-degree angle. If you'll notice right there, let's bring it in. It doesn't even come into straight, but you know, that's okay. I would definitely love for that to be the case, but it's not. Let's see, the wrist does turn and goes in and out, but obviously it only goes out so far because it's restricted right there. And I do like that there's a claw hand and a fist hand. It's like, so that's good. I definitely didn't want just 2 fists, but again, a little short on the accessories. We just have another head sculpt, which I dig the head sculpt. I think it's awesome. And we'll swap it out right here and see which one we like better. Look at his symbol right here. And you know what? This looks absolutely amazing. I'm turning around back over here, and I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, turns right here at the waist, and it's actually kind of loose, but it clicks when it comes right here in the middle. There you go. And right here we got double joints in the knees, and it's got definitely chunky legs right there. And so it only comes to 90-degree angle, but of course it's because his legs are so big and bulky. And you know what? You don't need Colossus being like super agile like Spider-Man anyway. So that's quite alright because he's definitely going to be always in control, and like someone's hitting him, he's going to be like so that's cool. Moves the high part of the thigh, and these are moving nice and solid. And yeah, definitely. So it moves right here on the very low part of the shin, right there. And I'm digging these boots. They're looking very robotic. He's got this red toe right here, but it looks really cool. I'm really digging the way that looks, and yeah, this is an awesome figure. So let's swap out the heads. Let's take a look. There we are. And that looks really awesome too. And I'll tell you, I'm not 100% sure which one I like better. This one where he's grown his beard out and he's got a more modern haircut, I guess. Or this one where he's clean shaven and a little more traditional there. I don't know. I'm kind of digging this one. I don't know necessarily about the square beard, but it does look really cool. Which one do you think? Man, I'm really liking this one. Oof, hard to decide. Sometimes when you have trouble when it goes like that, put it backwards and then move it forward. It's not always going to work 100%, but it'll definitely work a good amount. Alright, so we'll just stay with the traditional head sculpt and set him up with a where he's going to be like fighting someone, getting ready to grapple or whatever. Look at that. awesome. Or maybe he can getting ready to punch someone. Look at that, winding up. Let's bring this down here. Take a closer look. Maybe I can definitely arrange that fist just a little bit better. But overall, looking really cool. There, it looks better from this angle, but nah, we want it to look good at all angles. So it's kind of partially because I can't bring the wrist any further in, and this stays on the side even though I gotta turn the wrist. So there we go. And you know what, we can also, oh, we can't bring the hands close enough, so that's a bummer. Oh, we can't bring the hands close enough so I can have them like. So anyway, that's something to definitely note. Nonetheless, he looks really cool, and I just wish his arm articulation was just a little bit better. So let's turn him a little bit. Let's have him really wanting to wind up here. So yeah, I like the way he looks. He looks awesome. Look at that. And look over his shoulder a little bit. He looks great. All right, so let's move on. Let's see who we got next, and let's set our Colossus aside, right? Let's put him over here, and let's see who we got next. And you know, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I forgot to mention a couple things. I didn't even read the back, and I didn't even really mention that I believe this is the X-Force symbol right here. So even though these are X-Men, obviously, you know, I think I read somewhere one time to describe X-Men versus X-Force that obviously they're mutants, but that X-Men is more like a shield, where X-Force is more like a sword. So anyway, interesting to put it that way. But let's read what it says back here before we move on, because I got just a little bit ahead of myself. And look, this is a really cool picture right here. So it says, Colossus transforms his body into armored steel to become a nearly indestructible force in combat. And absolutely, that looks great. And we're gonna jump on to our next Mystery Marvel Legend. I wonder if you can guess who it is. And this next one is gonna be, meow. It's gonna be, did you already see who it was? Boom! Cyclops. Cyclops, another one of our favorite X-Men. He looks absolutely awesome. Look at this. And wow, another one from the same line. This is Marvel's Warlock, obviously. And look how cool he looks. Looks absolutely awesome. And yeah, we want to get him on out of here. Check this out. It's the same artwork on both sides, not a mirror image either. That looks pretty cool. And let's see, of course, Marvel Legends by Hasbro. We absolutely love these, and now he is number 5, and he comes with the left leg of Warlock. And this is a cool pose right here. And boom, he's holding his visor so he can shoot out that laser. And let's see what it says right here. Scott Summers wears a specially designed visor and shoots beams of energy from his eyes as the optically gifted hero Cyclops. And I think it looks pretty great. I don't know if our figure's gonna be veining out like this one, but he might be. Let's get him on out of here. It's absolutely great. And let's take a look at this awesome Cyclops. Here's this Marvel's Warlock leg, and just for context, look how tall it is compared to where Cyclops, Colossus' legs attached, so it's obviously a lot taller. So it's pretty cool sculpt. Look at that. Looks very cool, and definitely got double joint there in the knees. We're gonna put this bad boy right up back on in here. Let's get Cyclops on out of there. So yeah, Cyclops looks cool. There's a couple things that I wish were different, though, I will say about this figure as I take a look at it. And I forgot about this. So his head sculpt is awesome. Let me just say that. You know, awesome is a great word. His hair looks cool. His face, you know, the way the sculpt overall. You know, the fact that my dude's head's a little loose, obviously, that has nothing to do with the sculpt, so it looks great. I like the fact that we can make it look like the comic book where he's like touching right there and boot, boot. I forgot, can we have it stay? Either way, that's awesome. And I'm gonna jump straight to, no, you know what, let's do the whole figure and I'll show you, because the part that I have problems at the bottom, but otherwise he looks great. He looks great. There's just a couple functioning parts. So anyway, we have pretty good shoulder articulation. It moves to about there, slightly further back obviously, but moves around nice and stiff, which is a good thing. We move in the high part of the bicep, just above the bicep. We definitely have double joints at the elbows, so we can get more than a 90 degree. It comes to almost a 45-degree angle. And the wrists definitely go back and forth and around. I wish this was permanently attached, so I guess I'm gonna have to glue it so that it'll stay. Same thing on this one. It's almost the same arm, basically mirror image, but of course this one has the 2 fingers here so that he can do that. So that's cool. This part right here, it goes around his waist and over his shoulder. It can be opened up here. He's got his little utility belt right there, and he goes all the way around. Looks cool. And then of course, he's got double joints right here at the knees. It moves pretty well. Look at that. I'm moving the high part of the thigh, and he's got pretty good joints right here at the hips. So that's awesome. He moves in that super high part of the shin right here, and then of course he's got great articulation in the feet for his boots. So I'm gonna have to glue this, but I'll tell you what, I'm not really feeling how this is loose right here. I just want it to stay, which obviously we'll probably just glue it, but I'm not really digging how that comes around and, you know, looks like a X-Men garter belt or whatever. So not really digging how that looks, especially when it starts falling down. Look at this. So that's unfortunate. It just needs to stay. This right here, it's the same thing. I don't like that it starts falling down and looks like it's just gonna fall off, and that's not cool. So you know what, I'm probably just gonna glue that, and I think I've said that before, but I forgot that I needed to glue it. So it'll look all right like that, but it's definitely loose. So anyway, he's a really cool looking figure. He's definitely a great one to add to your collection, because overall it was it's just such a great idea to make this Cyclops look awesome. There's just a little bit of poor execution with attaching these here, and maybe it goes on the up here on the calf. I don't know. So I'm gonna push it up there. Maybe it'll get stuck there, which would be a good thing actually. But yeah. Overall, he looks outstanding, which is a good thing to say, you know. But I don't like that this one is falling down either. So let's spread his legs a little bit to get a power stance, and he can be shooting like that. Look, and there we go. And yeah. And as time has gone on, I used to like an extra point of articulation right here. I'd rather this not be the case. I don't like that it moves right here at the high part of the shin, because then it makes for an awkward foot sometimes. Look at that. So anyway, I appreciate the fact we have the extra articulation, but I'd rather not have that. So anyway, looks cool. Look at that. And let me get closer on in. Oops. Wow. I dropped the knife that I used to open these. Good thing it landed on my foot. So that looks absolutely amazing. And he's definitely got the blue and yellow that we're digging right there. Look at that. So if you can get him just right, he actually looks great. And look at the size he is compared to Colossus. So let's see if we can turn him a little bit. Look at that. Nah, let's just turn his head. So that's outstanding. Look at that. All right, let's do our last one. It's our last figure. And our last figure is, can you guess what it is? Have you guessed what it is? Do you know what it is? And how well do you know me if I tell you that it is Clue in the same series, in the same set, in the same Build-A-Figure set? Who is it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It is... Oh! Old Man Logan, Wolverine. All three of these from the same Build-A-Figure set. This one does not come with a Build-A-Figure piece. But these are my 3 favorite from this set. And so, this one, and this one. They're definitely my favorites. And of course Polaris and perhaps Dazzler. Whatever. These were my 3 favorite from this Build-A-Figure series. And that's the ones that I chose to do for you guys here today. So let's get Old Man Logan out here. He looks really cool. I wish he didn't lack accessories, and I wish we could take the jacket off. But nonetheless, he's an outstanding action figure. Look at this. So, I'm gonna get him right here. Look how great he looks. The jacket actually looks awesome. I just wish we could take, well, we can technically take this part off, but then he still has the jacket sleeves. So, because I mean, that's still a cool shirt right there. And I'm digging this, country style belt buckle right here. It's really cool. This is a soft plastic right here. Look how cool this zipper looks. I know it's just a mold and they just put some silver right there, but it looks cool. And look at this collar right here. So everything about this action figure looks great. Even the fact that these are meant to look like boots. These boot cut jeans. Look at this face sculpt right here. He's definitely not the happiest guy. He's got these huge mutton chops right here. So that looks great. And then, yeah, we can bring his head down about that far. And we can bring it a little further back, but it's restricted by the jacket. So it doesn't make a whole lot of point to move it that much further that way. Head tilts a little bit, but it does turn fully all the way around and side to side. So the arms move really well. They move really high up here, right where the bicep would end. And it goes about that far back. Look at that. And then we have double joints on the elbows, which is great because it's Wolverine and we want to have really dynamic poses. So check that out. So look at the great sculpt for this leather jacket, and the wrists go back and forth and around. Look at that. Same thing here. And I believe these can come out if we do this. Now that's how you reattach them, so luckily it won't break. But you don't want to be pulling them in and out, because number 1, you might lose them, and number 2, you might get them loose and you would have to then start gluing them. But just showing you, that's how they go. And you can fan them out a little bit if you like, but nonetheless, my advice is don't mess with them a whole lot, because you'll loosen them up. Okay, so this is really cool. Look at the belt, look at his pants. They look absolutely outstanding. He ab crunches, look at that, nice and hard click, you can hear that. And turns right here at the waist. He could ab crunch back a little bit, but the jacket's restricting it. And yeah, we can definitely get some really good articulation poses there. Losing the high part of the thigh. It's got some good hip mobility right there. Look at that. Doesn't that look outstanding? So I know that these look like shoes because of this and the joint, but they're intended to be boots. That's why it's got that shape right there. So it looks really cool. I'm really digging this Old Man Logan. And you know what? I did it again. I didn't read what the back says, did I? Sorry guys. Let me bring that back on out. And let's have him chilling like this. So let's bring this down. And let's turn this so it's not drifting, obviously. Look at that. Okay, awesome. Where did I put it? Oops, lost it somewhere. Here it is. Okay, so right here on the back, this says, oops, I almost was trying to read that French one or whatever. With incredible powers of strength and healing, Wolverine reveals his retractable claws and uses them to slash down opponents. And it's a pretty good. I don't know why I said all, couldn't even speak. It's a pretty good picture right there. And I like the way they use the shadows to show that there, showcase that, and it looks absolutely great. Look at this cool picture right here. And you know what? Let me lift this just a little bit. And you know what? I would have even liked that for him to look even more like that, like still a little bit of like mustache and beard kind of growing out, because that would look really cool too. But nonetheless, this is a really cool Wolverine we have. We can probably have him stand almost like that. Let's see if we can get a stance kind of like that. So like this, bring these down. Maybe, I don't know if the jacket will allow it. There we are. Let's straighten out his arm. Don't push him by the hand. So we can't exactly do that because the shoulder action won't let us come far enough in. So that's about as good as we can do, like that. And then we bring the head down. So yeah, no, we can't. Not exactly like that picture, but it's about as good as it gets. Look at that. Because we can cross them, and then they start crossing really high like that, and it doesn't have the same effect. But we can definitely get tons of other great poses. Look at this. You can have him. There we go. You're definitely not going to want to mess with this guy. Doesn't matter if he's old man Logan, young man Logan, whatever. You're not going to want to mess with him. And so, there we go. Let's have, oops, I'm getting off camera. I didn't even realize it. Sorry, guys. And there we are. Oh, his leg's getting a little wacky. I don't know why these legs are giving me a little bit of trouble. There we go. Just have him standing just like this. You know what? Let's go ahead and bring him right on over here. There we are. And there we are. Let's bring his legs in. And I think it's the way this one moves. That's what it is. It's the way the boots react to how he's being posed. So, anyway. There we are. We'll turn the head just a little bit. And let's bring it up like this. There we go. Look at that. Okay. So, took a little bit longer than I would have liked. He's definitely menacing with those Wolverine claws. Ooh. I don't know why his boot and his leg make it look like that, because it doesn't really turn out as much as it looks like. So, just to make sure we got a really good pose, let's bring his shoes in. I don't know what it is. I wonder if it's the boot cut that makes it look awkward. But it definitely looks a little more awkward than I thought. I don't know if it's the fact that the knee kind of goes in more than you thought. Because look how it looks kind of odd like that. I didn't realize that at first. So maybe that's what it is. Because it looks like the legs are bowing out. Didn't realize that till now. So maybe if I turn them like that, they'll look a little bit better. Because like, why does it look odd? The legs do look like they're kind of bowing out. So anyway, whatever. He's still a great looking action figure. We'll put him right here next to Cyclops and Colossus. And let's do one more set of pictures with him. So guys, these look so amazing. If you've not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you get notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Let us know where in the world you're watching from, and click that share button so you can share this video with everyone who would enjoy it. So guys, I'm going to show you right here what the thumbnails from the beginning of the video look like with the part that we took off so that you can see. So guys, stay tuned, and thanks for watching Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. Peace.